Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to part 2 of the Q&A. I'm going to just pick up where I left off. If you have not seen part 1 of the Q&A, then make sure to check it out. There is a little tag right here for you to check it out on the channel and see all of the questions from the first video that you missed. So if you guys are excited to see the part 2, make sure to like the video. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and just jump right back into it. I hope you guys enjoy it. _Ali Salas asked, what are some tips you have for people in long distance relationships? And I actually get this question a lot. Some of you have asked me to film a video on long distance relationships. I guess I'll just give you 3 tips. 3 tips for a long distance relationship and making it successful. 1, make sure that you trust the person. Make sure that you both trust each other, because if you don't trust each other, you are setting yourself up for literally a disaster. Otherwise, you're gonna constantly be questioning, you're gonna always be worried and in over your head about what they could possibly be doing, who they could possibly be hanging out with. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you guys communicate in some way every single day. Omar and I usually talk on the phone every single day, but we definitely text a lot. And that's not how it is for everybody. Some people don't want to text all day and then they'll get on Skype at the end of the night, or they'll get on a phone call. But for us, we text each other throughout the day, not like every 5 minutes, but we're definitely keeping up with each other, kind of seeing how our days are going and stuff like that. We send each other silly videos and pictures, and we usually get on a phone call or video call for at least 20 minutes and just like catch up on each other's days and like tell each other we love each other, because communication is important. You don't get that physical contact with the person. You don't get to go and meet up for dinner at the end of the day, so you have to make up for it in other ways, and that is the way we make up for it with each other. Tip number 3 is to always have incredible communication, and I don't mean the, like communication from the last one. I mean your ability to tell the other person how you feel when things bother you, when things make you happy, when things make you sad. Because if things bother you and you don't talk about it, you guys don't have the ability to just meet up and, you know, sort it out by watching a movie and just like having quality time together. You're gonna bottle that stuff in. It's gonna affect the way that you communicate with them. It's gonna affect how frequently you talk to them. You might start screening their phone calls, all that stuff. You need to make sure you tell them how you feel when you're feeling it to avoid any potential conflicts. If the relationship matters to you, you're gonna make sure that you take the time to make sure things are good. And not every conversation is gonna be good. Arguments are 100% gonna happen, but you both have to do your best to make sure that you end it positively, always. Anytime Omar and I have some sort of disagreement, which is pretty rare, honestly, it's usually just that I'm PMSing or something like that. I love it because he will always, no matter what, he'll never hang up on me, he'll never go off on me, nothing like that. What normally happens is he's super patient, he listens to me, and then at the end of it, he says, let's say something positive to each other. Like, I don't know where you can find a man who, instead of hanging up on you, or being rude, or being, you know, or feeding the problem, will instead say, hey, you know what, I love you. Before we end this phone call, how about we say something nice or something that we like about each other? Like, okay, I'll keep you forever. What's that? Yeah, I just have him locked up in my closet. He's not leaving. What? Lizzie asked, do you ever feel like you have to look a certain way body-wise when you're about to do a meetup? Before, yes, I used to think that I needed to like do a mini cut and like make sure that my tummy was looking all toned and that my booty was all popping and stuff, but now, no. I honestly like have completely embraced my body and I just love it the way that it is. Like, if you don't like it, then you can suck on these. No, I definitely am comfortable completely with the way that my body is, and I think that also it sets a realistic expectation for the people that do come, so that they can see it when I'm in my bulk phase or in my cutting phase or in this like lean bulk phase. You can just see me how I am all the time. Fonda Yvonne asked, is there a fictional character that has inspired you some way from novels or comics you've read? Yes, 100%. I recently read the comic Why the Last Man. It's a graphic novel series. I think it's Brian K. Vaughan, I could be wrong, but it was basically a story about like an apocalyptic event where all of the men, suddenly the Y chromosome is completely killed off, like literally in a horrible death. Everybody's living their lives, and then one day men just start like vomiting blood, and then they all die, and only one man survives, him and his little monkey, and now all these women are rebuilding their lives, and honestly these chicks just become badass. The assumption is that women are not able to thrive without men, and they're just like these badass women that are completely functioning fine, and yeah, they do miss having men around for many reasons, but they're totally killing it. So honestly, all the women in there inspired me, even the bad characters, because they were just badass. They were like killing the game. So all the women in Why the Last Man. Someone asked, did you ever have any bad boyfriend experiences before Omar? If so, what did you learn? Abso-freaking-lutely. Oh my god, I've got a laundry list. I mean, don't get me wrong, I probably did my wrongs as well, but I would not say on the level of these people. One of my boyfriends, when I had a flat tire on the side of the road on the freeway and it was dusk. He was 20 minutes away on his computer. I asked him to come and change the spare for me because he was my only contact. We lived in a city away from everybody I knew, and he said, let me just FaceTime you, as my phone is dying, by the way. Let me just FaceTime you and tell you how to change your spare tire. I was literally struggling. Like I couldn't even pick the spare out of my car because at the time I weighed 89 pounds. I was anorexic. Then a very, very kind man, like something bad could have happened. I didn't know who he was. He could see I'm struggling and he's like, you know what? Can I help you? Can I do this for you? And he changed my spare tire for me and I got home safe, but that was a really bad experience. I've been cheated on, I've been lied to, you know, all that fun stuff. Just glorious, glorious things, really. I'm honestly very happy I had those experiences because one, it taught me a lot about what I don't want, and it taught me a lot about what I do want. That's my man, showing me everything I want in a man. You the best. Boo-boo. I'm done. Shan Guzzi asks, how did you go from working in a salon to being a badass in the gym? You know what? You can work in a salon and be a badass in the gym. Amy Chins asked, I love you so much, exclamation point, question mark. I love you so much, but I'm not questioning it. How do you overcome your everyday life with anxiety? Because I deal with very bad anxiety as well. Yeah, there are plenty of different things that you could do. I have talked about books, I've talked about therapy, I've talked about medication, I've talked about yoga, meditation. Honestly, look into things that you really enjoy doing. For myself, I've tried all of the things that I listed and they've all helped me tremendously. You just gotta try out those things that I listed, try some self-help books, try to go to therapy. I know that helped me so much. Medication, meditation, yoga, all those things could really help you. So I would say nothing is ever too much, you know, never feel ashamed. If you need to do all of those things, do all those things. There's no problem with that. I can't tell you what is going to help you. I can only tell you what's helped me, and those are the things that I've listed, and I'll continue to make videos with further detail on that topic. Good luck. Don't let anxiety eat you alive. Although I know it's very easy for that to happen, just don't let it win. Shantali Moore asked, when do you see yourself getting married? Can Omar be the one? Say yes. When do I see myself getting married? I don't know if I see a time when I get married, but I know ideally I'd like to be married by 30. If I'm gonna get married, I hope that I'm 30 at that time. Can Omar be the one? Totally. I think that whoever you're dating can potentially be the one. Usually the person you're dating, that's the goal, is for it to be a long-term thing and turn into something, but who knows? We'll see. Little M asked, what happened to the rest of your doggies that you had? Those are my grandma's. They were not my dogs. They're all my grandma's and they're all in the Bay Area. They're not my puppies, but I love them like they're my own. I like this question. Brittany Rose Fit asked, what are your goals and aspirations for the upcoming year in regard to your fitness goals, health, mental health? P.S. You to bomb. You to bomb too. My fitness goals are to help this injury. I'm gonna be talking about that in a video soon with what's going on with my neck. So just get that back in order and kind of just bring up all the muscle mass that I lost and get strong again. Be able to accomplish 10 pull-ups. That might be until the end of the year of 2017, but that is definitely a goal. As far as health goes, just continue eating my vegetables, keep up with my vitamins, because taking a multivitamin, it's actually important. So I just want to keep up with my probiotics, fish oil, multivitamin, all that stuff. And then with mental health, I just want to keep pushing forward from where I'm at right now. And I know that this is something that I'm going to battle for the rest of my life. It doesn't just miraculously go away. So just to continue pushing forward, and instead of having it bother me 70% of the time, maybe more 30% of the time, just slowly drifting away. Michelle B asked, will you be releasing more apparel in the future? Love you and your channel. And Prince 2, we love you back. Yes, I will be releasing more apparel. What I will say is the design is going to be completely different. It'll be mainly for women. It's going to be crop tops, cropped hoodies, all that stuff. And I really like it. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, as it is completely different from the lion design, which was my first, amateur design, which I love, but I moved on to something that I think is a lot more mature, clean, and symbolic, and I really, really dig it, and I hope you guys do too. So yes, stay on the lookout. Donut Lover 84 asked, what's on your Christmas list? I already got what I had on my Christmas list, and it's literally what I told Omar I wanted, which was eternal happiness and a puppy. So I have my eternal happiness through Prince, and I got my puppy. I don't ever ask for anything for Christmas. I stopped, getting a hoard of Christmas gifts because my mom was always the one to do that. And so honestly, ever since she went, I don't make Christmas lists anymore. And that's okay. I could get myself what I need. Okay, I'm a grown woman. Oh my God. Alexis Ashley asked, since Omar had to choose between you and a baby goat to save from your last Q&A, who would you choose to save from falling to their death off a cliff if it were between Mr. Prince and Omar? Hashtag the tables have turned. This is fucked. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. So I'm I'm gonna say Mr. Prince, and here's why. Because Omar had no hesitation to pick the baby goat over me. He just said, you know what, like, you'll be fine. Like, I'm sure you'll be good. So you know what, I'm gonna pick Mr. Prince. I have taken care of him, I have raised him, he is my child. In a heartbeat, I would have to save the dog. I'm gonna answer 2 more questions and then it's done. Casey Lee Fitness asked, how did you know it was worth it to keep pursuing Omar? I had no idea. The very last question comes from Jemmy Shaji. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but she asked, does Prince help relieve some of your anxiety? And yes, he absolutely does. He's only 10 weeks old. I've had him for about 2 weeks now, but you know, one, it just helps to have someone always around, someone, something, an animal, always around, always willing to love, always willing to play, always willing to cuddle. And I'm also just really busy, like taking care of him, feeding him, taking him to the bathroom, teaching him new tricks, showing him love. Like, there's always something that I have to do with him. So I just feel like I'm, you know, building a little bond with my little companion, and I'm really thankful for him, and I love him so much. And although we're in the terrible twos puppy phase right now, I know it's all gonna be worth it in the end when he's properly trained and has nothing to give but love. Like, I love that little dog. All right, guys, that is gonna be the end of this Q&A. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to see more Q&As on the channel, make sure to like the video, comment something down below, and that will be it. I love you guys so stinking much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out.